Looks like we're live, huh? I think we are live. I think we are live. I think so. Yeah, I think we are. Let's do it. Let's do it. What's going on, Raymond? How are you, bro? Let's go. Life is good. Raymond is in the building. Appreciate you being here, bro. All set up. Life is good. Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the CryptoCeej with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy Saturday. Got some college basketball to watch today. All in preparation, I guess, and we're all preparing for football Super Bowl Sunday as well. Good to be back. Good to have a chance, an opportunity to hang out with you guys this weekend. Looking forward to talking Gary Gensler and the madness that is the SEC. Staking, is it really done in the U.S.? Is crypto staking really done in the U.S.? Some say it's not. Some say it's not. Some saying that it's staking as a service by centralized entities. That seems to be the crackdown coming from the U.S. However, Hester Purse, crypto mom, is not happy with the recent move. So we'll see. We're also going to hear from some Congress people like Representative Huizenga. We'll see if they're serious about holding Gary Gensler's SEC accountable. We'll see. We'll see, because talk's cheap. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. Listen, the market is doing what the market does. We'll go over the numbers for sure. We'll let a couple more people hop in here before we get into some of the content. But interesting time. I hope everyone is doing well. Weather is crazy out here in Tejas. Crazy. 1 minute it's 80. The next day it's 32 degrees. Absolutely crazy stuff. Yeah, it didn't work out this morning. I wanted to hop on here and do a little bit of a live before I get back to finishing up our product for our business, getting that all laid out for sure. I haven't even had breakfast this morning. I hope everyone's doing well. When 569, when XRP is 569, Martin, what's going on, bro? Don't know, man. Don't know. Do me a favor if you can. Retweet this out on Twitter. Let the people know that the CryptoCeej is live. Coffee with and crypto with CryptoCeej. I love it. Love it. Interesting time. I'm telling you, it's very interesting to be early adopter. The modern investor reminded us that, we can stake on our own. We don't need some services to do it. We don't need a centralized entity. We can stake our own crypto on our own. So we got to remind ourselves about that as well. For those of you who may want some updates on Celsius Network, Friday, I believe, was the last day to put your claim in if you wanted to do additional claims besides your tokens, right? And so that's what we did. We wanted to do additional claims besides just the digital assets on the platform so that we have an opportunity later to seek damages in other ways. So we got that done for sure. But if you had just your coins and you're just concerned about your coins, your assets on the spot, on the space, on the platform, you didn't have to do anything. So interesting stuff. That's ended. The bid has been extended, so people can add bids, revamp their bids. So that has been extended. But the 15th is supposed to be the deadline. Everybody in their brother objected to Kirkland and Ellis and Celsius Network request for an extension to put their plan out. Now it's up to Judge Quinn. Everybody said heck to the no. So the UST, the US trustee, the UCC, who's supposed to be representing creditors, ad hoc groups like the borrowers ad hoc group, everybody objected to any kind of extension, but it's ultimately up to Judge Glenn in terms of an extension for coming up with a plan, quote unquote, from Celsius. So we'll see what Judge Glenn has to say. I guess he'll rule on that here shortly. So that's the update on Celsius for those of you who might be caught up in that madness. Let me stop this share here. Let me go here. I don't know why it does that. It almost did it again. What in the wide world? So good to see you guys. So listen, this is an interesting time. I'm telling you, very, very interesting time to be in this space. It is, I don't know, so many crazy things are going on right now. There's a big global macro picture that we have to pay attention to, in my humble opinion. Black Swan Capitalist did a really good interview with Gerard. I think his name is Salente from Trends Journal on the really big global macro picture and what we can kind of plan for. And I really do believe that central bank digital currencies are absolutely coming. A currency reset is absolutely coming. The question is, will a digital asset be involved in the currency reset? Or will it simply be CBDCs? So it's going to be interesting to see for sure how that's going to play out. Of course, we in this community believe that XRP in some way, shape, form, or fashion would be involved in the currency reset, but we don't know. What it does seem like is that gold will be a major factor by the nations in terms of backing this currency, whether it be CBDCs or CBDCs and a digital asset. And gold will be the backing. It's looking like they're going to be going back to that without question. So we'll see. We shall soon see. Will the gold bugs finally be rewarded in this currency reset? Because if the gold is going to back it, there's going to have to be a major repricing in gold. Major repricing in gold. So we'll see. What's going on, Crawfish XRP? Good to see you. Chat is finally trying to catch up. Dano is in the building. How are you, bro? So we'll see about that. So I don't know. We decided obviously to re-up gold and silver, so that is what we're doing. But we'll see. Our major investment had been in digital assets, and in fact, back in 2017, we cashed out the gold and silver, all of it, for digital assets. So we'll see. Are they trying to push us out? Is Gary Gensler trying to rid the US of the digital assets space? I don't think so. I do think that he is trying to slow it down so his pals at Goldman and JP Morgan could plant their feet, if you will, in this space and try and catch up, if not completely take it over. So we shall soon see. The case with the SEC versus Ripple is going to be absolutely significant and paramount to whether this space will be turned over to the likes of Goldman Sachs and Gary Gensler and JP Morgan, in my opinion, or not. So we shall soon see. What's going on, Keyless? Keyless is in the building. Lady of Crypto checking in. Good morning to you. Interesting stuff, I can say. Just very, very interesting. I don't know if we can stomach this video from Jared Gensler about what they did to Kraken. I don't know. I don't know if we can stomach it. We'll show it, I guess. Gila said a mod is in the house. Everyone behave. Indeed. So but this market is something, right? Isn't this market something? I don't know. I'm not buying it where the bottom's in. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it, but I'm planning accordingly. For sure. Planning absolutely according, getting the cash flow in place and planning accordingly. So let's I guess we'll go over this market, go over the numbers a little bit, see what's going on, because this, shout out to the swing traders. Hopefully the swing traders are able to capitalize on this market. Hopefully. Oh, man. Goodness gracious, did I just do that? God darn it. Hold on 1 second, guys. Neo's wife gets $150,000 for a car. Man, I hope that is a few cars, not one car. Let's see here. All right, there's CoinGecko back up again. I closed it out somehow. Let's try this again. Let's share. There it is. All right, guys. So listen, according to CoinGecko, love the app, love the site. Plenty of utility here, plenty of useful tools, like you can track your portfolio, learn about new coins, track the gain and losers, check up on AI and perpetuals and derivatives. Love it. Absolutely love CoinGecko, guys. Totally love it. So according to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is at 1.06 trillion. 1.06 trillion. The Bitcoin dominance is at 39.5%. Not a great number. If you're looking for an all season, I'm telling you, it's not a great number. Bitcoin is trading at $21,756 again. Ethereum is trading at $1,525 again. XRP is trading at 38 cents again. Absolutely again. Again, it's trading at that number again. Oh, yeah, you know what? I should probably check out and do a little bit for the sponsor on the channel. Hold on a second. Let me pull that up. So those are the numbers for the market. Again, I hope the swing traders are becoming part of the new 1%. We need a new 1%. Without question. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let me pull that up. see. I love this sponsor for this panel. Let me do this hotspot. There it is, .com. I'll close it out. We're really trying to save some tabs. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think that Congress is going to hold Huizenga and Emmer and Patrick McHenry? Do you guys think that they are going to hold Chair Gensler and the SEC accountable? Do you guys think so? Hold their feet to the fire like they're promising? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they are or not. Hopefully you guys can see this. I think you can see it. But there's my sponsor right there. Hotspot Shield. Absolutely love sponsor for the channel. Love Hotspot. Love the VPN. Absolutely, I mean, massively quick. Love it, especially if you're doing streaming on Netflix. Absolutely love these guys. Stay private and access worldwide content. World's fastest VPN. Yeah, we're on that award in 2020, I believe. World's fastest VPN according to speed tests. Absolutely love it. And I always like the third party validation, like Tech Radar said here, more than twice the top speed we've seen from many competitors. That's from Tech Radar. CNET said one of the easiest VPNs to set up and use. ZDNet review. VPN that lives up to the freaking hype. Love it. PC Magazine, by far the fastest VPN. I like that they're in the US. You know, the real hyper cyber people don't like that it's in the US because the US has so many, you know how the United States is on the whole privacy thing. They claim that they want you to have privacy, but they claim it. But there it is right there. By far the fastest VPN. Look, a link is in the description of all my videos. I love using Hotspot Shield for a VPN as well, because fast is fast, man. Fast is fast, if you know what I'm saying. All right, let me get back here. I almost closed the wrong one out. Almost closed the wrong one out. Good morning, Face Stamper. How are you? Good to see you. MB is in the building, says hi, all. Hi, MB. Appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. And do me a favor, if you can share out the fact that the CryptoCeej is live on some of your social channels, that would be awesome. And do me a favor, continue to hit that chat up. What do you guys think? You think Congress is going to hold Gary Gensler accountable? Dan S., good morning to you, my friend. Good to see you. Devon Stevens in the building. Face Stamper checking in. Good to see you, Face Stamper. Yeah, I saw that letter. So, Keela says, Gary Gensler usually skirts around stuff, but this time, did you notice he blatantly lied? Really? He actually said they, quote unquote, know what to do, and they just have to do it. Yeah, so many choice words I could use. Yeah, I know. What a ARSA, as we like to say. We used to say back in the air traffic controller days, ARSA, which stands for a-hole. Yeah, without question. So he usually does kind of get around some stuff. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. Like Face Stamper was saying, Keyless, Representative Huizenga shared with us the fact that they asked for some information about the relationship between the SEC and SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, if I can find that tweet, I believe I did save it. I'll share with you guys. So we'll see if that's the case. You know, because Gary, my understanding is Chair Gensler is kind of just ignoring stuff, or at best, taking his time to answer stuff. So we'll see. Let me see if I have that tweet. I thought I saved it. See if we have that tweet, because if they sent a letter saying we want to know more about your, this interaction between you and Sam Bankman-Fried. Can you, provide us some information about what was that like? What was that about? Why were you meeting with this dude? I don't see it. Let's see here. Brad Garlinghouse, Molly Elmore of the Clever Hummingbird. Really good video interview with one of the model build outs, and guy who built out one of the models for evaluating XRP. Loved that one. That was a really good video. Did you guys check that out? That valuation model came up with a 3,000 XRP. Okay, that's Hester Purse. I'm going to go over that as well. But I do want to cover this real quick with you guys, because I really want to know if you guys believe that Congress is going to begin to hold Gary Gensler's feet to the fire. Is it just rhetoric? Is it just talk? Is it just, the typical Congress stuff? So we'll see. Let me find this letter let me find this tweet for you guys. My laptop is just really, really slow. Really, really slow. Nope. Let's see if it's here. Oh, I have to share this. Jesse Powell, CEO of Kraken, responded to the CNBC interview with Gary Gensler. I guess I'll share that with you guys. Interesting. Let's share this. Go share this here. Okay, there it is. So Jesse Powell, right? Co-founder and CEO of Kraken. Oh, interesting. Had this to say. Oh man, because there was an interview with Andrew Sorkin and Chair Gensler, and he did say this. So that interview was, I don't know. I don't even know if I can stomach sharing it. Says Jesse Powell, CEO of Kraken, says, "Oh man, all I had to do was fill out a form on a website and tell people that staking rewards come from staking. Wish I'd seen this video before paying a $30 million fine and agreeing to permanently shut down the service in the US." How dumb do I look? Gosh. Now there's a gas thing there. What is the gas pump about? I don't know. Gaslighting, gas pump? I don't know. That's interesting. Oh man, all I had to do was fill out a form on a website and tell people that staking rewards come from staking. Wish I'd seen this video before paying a $30 million fine and agreeing to permanently shut down the service in the US. How dumb do I look? Gosh. Oh man, that is hilarious. Laura Shin laughed about it. Thinking Crypto tweeted, "Jesse, can we discuss this in an interview? Tony is always working." Simon Dixon from Bank to the Future said, "If only the SEC made it that easy," because guys, that both the people from Library, the people from Nexo, Hester Peirce have all said that going in and going through the registration process is an absolute ginormous nightmare. And in the end, you end up not being able to complete registration. That it is not merely as simple as just going to a website. That's what Gensler said in his interview with Andrew Sorkin. He said it's just a simple website and a form you fill out on a website. That's what he said in the interview. Hester Peirce disagrees vehemently with that. She says today the SEC shut down Kraken's staking program and counted it as a win for investors. I disagree that it's a win for investors and therefore dissent. Kraken operated a service to which its customers could offer the tokens up for staking. The customers earned return and the company earned a fee. The commission argues that the staking program should have been registered with the SEC as a securities offering. Whether one agrees with that analysis or not, the more fundamental question is whether the SEC registration would have been possible. And again, I want to point out that United States crypto firms are saying that that's a lie. You can't complete it. They just keep running you through hoop after obstacle after obstacle. There is no finish line. There is no finish line. Again, this is from Hester Peirce at the SEC, commissioner at the SEC. The more fundamental question is whether the SEC registration would have been possible. In the current climate, crypto-related offerings are not making it through the SEC's registration pipeline. She's telling you that Gary Gensler is just lying. Says it right there. In the current climate, crypto-related offerings are not making it through the SEC's registration pipeline. This is exactly what Nexo said, and this is exactly what Library said. You can't get through it. The come in and talk is about getting ammo to take you down. That's what it's about. It's not registered. It's not about registering. It's not about it. It's a lie. It's a sham. To slow the space down, to give Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, perhaps even Citi, an opportunity to catch up, because the likes of Nexo and the likes of Library and other U.S. firms, if you will, were ahead and winning massively. Coinbase ahead and winning massively. Remember, we got to this space before them, and it's about slowing us down. You know, we say that on this channel all the time, Keyless, right? We say this on this channel all the time, that Gary Gensler was not publicly elected. He was privately selected, right? Ushered to the front of the room. That's what they do with all these independent regulators. That's what they do. You get the powers that be, the likes of JP Morgan and the likes, probably coordinated by the likes of Sullivan and Cromwell. They usher the likes of people like Gary Gensler to the front of the room to do their bidding with the promise of something. So, what do you like? This is what we would like, Gary Gensler. What would you like? And we all know what Gary wants. We all know his political aspirations. That's what it is. He has political aspirations. We all know it. But I just think, look, Congress won't be fooled again by Gary Gensler. So I'm not sure if he's going to get that nod. I don't know. I guess the current POTUS gives the blessing on the Secretary of Treasury. I guess he picks him. So, but that's what we all know that. That's what he wants. We all know it. RC, yeah, so tell me about the fluff network thing again? But we know that's the deal right there. That was a funny tweet. Gas equals hot air. Got it. Is how I interpret it, but not sure. Yeah, it makes sense. Now Gary Gensler can resign, can add liar to his skill set. Yeah, 100%. It's, that's what it is. And everybody recognizes it, for sure. Everybody recognizes it. But look, Gary don't care about the public, the public investors. He doesn't care. He's trying to get his gig. Look, that's how it works. He already got his little fortune, right? About 100 mil, 150 mil net worth. He already got that. Now it's, it's kind of the political aspirations thing. He don't care about you and I. Does not care about you and I. Just doesn't. What's going on, Expector 007? Sup, Siege? Whole system is corrupt, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. Right. And the good thing about the interesting thing is for us in the digital asset space, being early adopters in this space, we're in the know. 99% of the populace in the US has zero clue about what's going on. Zero clue. Zero clue about what's going on. So I don't think they're personally, I don't think they're trying to take down crypto. I think they're trying to slow it down so that they can catch up, right? Because they understand that digital assets, blockchain technology and digital assets, it's the new future, because the G7, G20 nations of the world need a currency reset. They need this technology and digital assets. They need it. Like they need it, 1000% need it. They know it. And the big dog and the big player in the street is Ripple. That's the big player in the space. That's why we got the lawsuit. To try to slow that behemoth of a company down. Hit them hit them in the knees a little bit, over 100 million plus spent. That's the real deal. What's going on, Elvin Pena? Good to see you. Yeah, Expector 007, you're correct. True, but we need to work together, not infighting, because that's exactly what they want, 100%. That's why I get upset at times with the XRP entertainers and content creators that are entertaining in this space, because they're constantly promote infighting, constantly promote infighting. And they say that they want people who hold other assets to win, but they say that, but their actions show completely a different thing, completely different thing. Yeah, and we said, early on, we said that when this lawsuit came, that people better be running. They better be standing in line, knocking at the door for Ripple, asking Ripple to help, how they can help, to find out how they can help. Because this is, this thing here is about the whole space as a whole. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, Elvin. That's the $64 trillion question. Are they going after staking, or are they going after the staking as a service entities? That's the big question. That is the big question. Now, Gary Gensler dodged answering the question about Coinbase. He just dodged it. Andrew asked the question. He just dodged it because, Coinbase is still does what they do. They call it something different, but they still do what they do. So are they not going after Coinbase because of how liquid cash-wise Coinbase is? And can perhaps, take on a fight as opposed to settling the way the Kraken exchange did. That's my best guess, because essentially it's the same thing. Coinbase takes a fee, they take a commission fee for the staking or that they provide. They take a fee. Are there disclosures? Is Gary Gensler saying that somehow Coinbase is doing better disclosing? I don't think so. I think that Gary Gensler picks his fights, and he's not going to pick it with a monster like Coinbase, right? You know, yeah, they're not going to pick it there. So, and probably because his buds probably got equity shares in Coinbase. That's probably another reason why. You know, it'd be interesting to see who are the series people who invested in Coinbase. So, but yeah, as the person is like, yeah, this is not right, you know, without question. But you know, this is what Gary Gensler does, and I don't know. I haven't had a question. Do they vote? I think I guess they do vote on whether or not you know, they bring these actions. I guess I don't know. I think they do vote, but I think he's always the final vote. It's always two opposed and two against, apparently, and he's the final vote. That's my guess on that whole absolute madness. So, but Simon Dixon seems to think that it's not against staking, that it is, he's coming after those platforms that offer it as a service. Oh, they know who Uphold is, Alvin. I promise you, they know. They know who Uphold is. They know the platforms that are doing this as a service. Yeah. But yeah, you know, they're going to go after the ones that are small enough that they can get some fines out of them, but not too big that they can, you know, say, you know, take this thing and decide to go to court and battle them in court. That would be my guess. So RC, tell us about, I know about Fluff and I know about the Root Network. So you say here, Morning Siege, I just learned that holding Fluff World assets will qualify you to receive the Root token, and XRP will be I know about XRP being the default gas token for all transactions in the futureverse. Yes. So and Crypto Ed is going to do an interview with the Root Network. Yeah, I know. I believe both Mickey B. Fresh and what is my guy's name? Gosh, I forget his name now. Solomon are fans of Root Network Fluff. How does one get the Fluff token? How do people get the Fluff token anyway? RC. Giuseppe, what's going on, bro? Good to see you checking in from Italy, man. Sorrento, Italy. How are you, bro? Long time, man. Good to hear from you, Giuseppe. So RC, where does one get the Fluff token? I've been wondering about that for a while now. I love the fact that in the future verse that XRP is going to be the gas token, which is going to be phenomenal. How does one get the Fluff token? It's Fluff World, FLUF. Fluff.world. Is that it? Is it Fluff.world? I've been looking into that for a while. I'm sorry, I got off track here, guys, but I have been looking at this for a bit. There's Fluff.world. I thought it was something along the line you had to buy an NFT. Let me share my screen. This is Fluff World, a metaverse ecosystem of NFT character collectibles and a global creative community. Is that it, RC? Is that the platform? Make sure. So in order to receive the root token, you need to hold any of the Genesis NFTs from the Fluff World metaverse that they will be launching very soon. So can you get the Genesis NFT on fluff.world? So I just go to OpenSea. I think that's what it is. Fluffs are our Genesis collection. Fluffs are our Genesis collection of 10,000 3D programmatically generated rabbit avatars, each with their own unique features and stories to tell. Made for adventure, uniquely yours. There's the collections. Yeah, there they are. All right, so it is on OpenSea. Ugh. Ugh. Ethereum. Oh. All right, there it is. Made for adventures, uniquely yours. Fluffs have been programmatically generated from 270 attributes across 14 categories to be unique by at least 3 degrees of separation. Find your favorite, then customize it with assets from our growing scenes and sound collections. And this will be part of the Futureverse, which I'm really very interested in. Partners Fluff World gets by with a little help from our friends. Yeah. I'm not sure if I signed up for this already or not. Okay, that ain't working. What's up? So OpenSea, huh? You know what that means, don't you? You know what that means. But that's it right there. Okay, good. Okay. Wow, that UI is lovely. Yeah, it is. Plus, RC says yes, on OpenSea, you can get a fluff, a sweet burrow, a Benji, or a Buzzy. Those are the Genesis NFTs. What's going on here? And will qualify you to receive the root token. Owning a burrow also gives you ownership of land plots. Interesting. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me take a picture of that so I can know. So very cool. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that, RC. I know you gotta hit if you're gonna hit up OpenSea, you gotta deal with Ethereum, which means you gotta do that at the right time. Right time. Keila says, do they have another OpenSea account? The one I see has 0 on sale. I guess it's coming up. Yeah, I think RC was saying that it's not available. RC, can you buy the fluff thing now? Can you buy the Genesis the Genesis NFTs now? Let's see here. All right. It says item 0. Yeah, I see that too. Okay. Yeah, help us out, RC. Fluff, Buzzy. Looks like you can click on something. I said I saw something. Oh, I see it. You can click on the individual ones. 2 and 3 ETH. Last sale 2.5 ETH, 1.14 ETH, 1.41. Interesting. Okay. Collections ready to join. Okay. Yeah, you got to click on the other OpenSea under collections. There's an OpenSea you can click on keyless. The sweet boroughs are a lot more affordable. Got it. Got it. Thanks for sharing, RC. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you scroll to scroll down in the middle, it says collections. I think you can do it there. You found it? Okay. So RC says that the sweet boroughs are more affordable. So yeah, definitely. But you got to pick the right time for that stuff. So what do we want to cover? Do we want to go over the Cleverbird and valuation model, or do we want to go over Brad Garlinghouse's latest statements? Brad was trying to share some positive news. Let's go over that. Share. Trying to share some positive news. Stepping back for a moment from what's happening in the US, just in the last few weeks, the number of positive, or at least headed in the direction of clarity, global regulatory developments is energizing, says Brad Garlinghouse. Continuing its history of being tech forward, Dubai just published an extensive new set of tech agnostic rule books for crypto market participants, covering compliance, standards, advertising issues, and much more. Australia's Treasury is looking to reform licensing and custody for crypto and bolster consumer protection. They recently published a token mapping consultation and are looking for public input before updating existing frameworks. The UK's HMT's new consultation reflects the government's intent to establish a proportionate, clear framework that allows firms to innovate while maintaining financial stability, an opportunity for the UK to become a global crypto hub, as it previously announced its goal was to be. South Korea's Financial Services Commission published guidelines that delineate what will be considered a security token versus a payment token, and how those are separately governed. The list goes on, says Brad Garlinghouse. Brazil's new legislative framework, etc. Note the commonalities. These regulators are providing leadership and doing the work that we are desperately missing in the US, unsurprisingly. This is where companies like Ripple are growing. I think Stuart Alvarado kind of chimed in on this one as well. I don't see it, but I think he did. I like Stu. I like Stewart, man. Stewart is a sharp dude. But I believe he did. Let's go to his tweets and replies. Today's U.S. crypto related doom scrolling aside. Here are some positive updates elsewhere in the world. So that's what he said there. Yeah, very interesting. Guys, I encourage you to watch this video on the Clever Hummingbird YouTube channel. I really do recommend you guys. Let's see if she linked the video. Did she link the video? Yeah, here it is. I don't think that's linked though, but we'll see. There it is. Highly recommend you guys check it out. Interesting model. He actually tested it, and his model actually worked really well, 90-something% accurate, because he used today's numbers from coin, that nasty thing that is coin market cap that I don't use. But yeah, so he goes over his model here. Yeah, check this video out. Sure. There it is right here. Let me get the link. XRP valuation model number 3. Backes pipeline flow model by Dr. Dion Backes or Backes. Really interesting. This dude is like one of these scientists, major scientists, dude. I think it's in biology and something else, but interesting model. I had a chance to go through most of this video and checking out the models, and he got the spreadsheet, got the Excel, put those numbers in, and the model came up with the accurate current price for XRP today. So that's good. That's really good. So you got a model, you take some data numbers and you put it in from coin market cap, and the model actually showed that it was correct. So yeah, definitely highly recommend you guys check out this video. Make sure I give her a like for sure, because that was really good stuff. I think these valuation models are hugely important, because I do believe that in a certain country that is in the habit of taking things that don't belong to them. For example, in this thing called taxes and inflation, both taxes and inflation. When you have a history of doing things like that, I think it's very possible that it can be done again. So, taking things that don't belong to you, right? Taking things that belong to citizens of their country and other countries, right? So there is a certain nation that is in the habit of taking things that don't belong to them, right? Right. So there's a certain nation that is in the habit of taking things that don't belong to them. You know what I'm saying? So yep, Legendary, that is exactly right. What's going on, bro? Legendary says maybe might be time to get some stamps on the old passport. The USA is becoming more crypto toxic. Yeah, you know what we say in the shadow? Go to where your assets are treated best. So what's the passive income thing you're talking about, Keyless? Are you saying because if you hold the Genesis NFT, you'll get the root tokens? Is that what it is? So yeah, I would check that model out for sure, because I do think it's important to have a valuation model, without question, because I just think we're at a time and point where the powers that be recognize the prowess of the interledger protocol, IOP, that has been gifted to the W3C. I think the powers that be recognize the prowess that is the XRP ledger, which, by the way, can move anything of value. It can move anything of value in 3 to 5 seconds at a cost of less than a penny. I think that the G7 and G20 nations can't ignore a thing that can do that. And the elixir of the XRP ledger, if you will, is XRP. And so, given the fact that there is a ripple net, a network of financial institutions and banks that are gradually moving into ODL, which uses the XRP ledger and uses XRP, I think the G7 nations know about it. And I also think there's a reason why Brad Garlinghouse was at the table alongside some of the world's largest central banks, and he was at the foot of the table. And that the head of the IMF was in the audience. I think one cannot ignore that. Legendary says, I heard of a certain nation that is now occupying 2/3 of Syria's oil fields, stealing their oil. Now, what kind of unscrupulous nation would do that? And so, a lot of people, like, for me, a lot of people are missing the idea of the quote unquote buyback. They're missing the idea of it. Missing the idea, in my opinion, because it's not about whether or not an entity is going to do a buyback. It's about whether an entity is going to come and take something that you own. Because a particular nation is in the habit of taking things that don't belong to them. And that is a fact, my friend. That's a fact. Now, in the US, they do it by taxes and inflation. You got to understand that that's how they do it, because the nation used to operate in the US profitably without taxes. A lot of people don't know that, but the US used to operate profitably without taxes. Yeah. Can you imagine that? Yeah. So we're in a situation, in my humble opinion, where we have to protect against a certain nation taking our assets, something that doesn't belong to them, and then coming up with the reason to justify their actions. That's what they do. They just, they put a policy in. They may call it systemically important. Whatever they come up with to kind of justify it. Just like, they took gold. They came up with the reason to justify taking it. What's going on, Michael Marquise? Good to see you, my friend. Oh, Michael says, yo, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where it's chilly and wet, but hey, we stopped the spot balloon. Indeed, we did. Indeed, we did. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys check that video out. Highly recommend. Check out that valuation model. Never ever turn over your XRP. You don't have to turn over your XRP. Like, why would you do that? This is right, blockchain technology, right? Things can be verified, ownership can be verified without having you to dish it up, right? He covered that in the video. You're not going to be asking for anyone's XRP, right? So, hey, Ceej, what's going on, Rich G? Been a minute. Yes, sir, it has. Good to see you, Rich. So that's kind of the deal there, right? Got to level up, got to get the emotions out of the way, got to understand that, this whole idea behind this quote unquote thing with Jimmy Valley is doing, the vast majority of people have zero clue and understand what it is, how it works, that environment. It would be like, for example, having one of you guys walk into an air traffic control facility, grab a headset, and try to separate airplanes. So content creators who are in the business of creating content and doing research have no idea what Jimmy Valley and that committee is trying to do. None, zero. It's not their profession. It's not the lane that they operate in. It's a whole, like there's a world out there, right, that goes far beyond crypto research. Like this whole space out there that does hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars in transactions that has no crypto researchers in it. And it operates every day. It operates every day without the crypto researchers. Can you imagine? And it deals in assets, and it deals in assets like commodities. And they live in a world of cloud on title and fraud in the inducement. In crypto research, those are just not typical things that you discuss and talk about, learn about, educate, operate, and got to get that. Got to get that. XRP top boy, what up, Ceej? What's good with you, bro? So Binance US is not giving us our flare. They're not? I didn't hear about that. They're not giving it up. Keelis says, got to run. Have a great Saturday, all. Good to catch the live, Ceej. Great to see you, Keelis. Thanks for checking in. Michael Marchese, when the amphibious came ashore for supplies, the North Myrtle Beach police had the trailer stolen that hauled the supplies. So there you go again. The idea is, the bigger picture is just understand that we hold a very massively valuable asset. I hope you believe that. And we are, what's the word? There's a shot, I should say this way, there's a shot that a particular nation may try to take that asset. There's a shot because there's a particular nation and or nations, by the way, that have been in the habit of doing that very thing, taking an asset that doesn't belong to them. Hope that makes sense, guys. XRP Top Boy said, haven't got mine yet. Yeah. Have they been giving you emails, any kind of notification when they're going to be getting those out? Ms. C88 says the US. Right? So just understand that. That's kind of where we are. Right? And like we like to say in this channel all the time, it is better to be prepared and not have such a thing happen than to have such a thing happen and not be prepared. It's really that simple. It really, really is. All right, guys, I gotta hop off here. I gotta hit the gym, get some protein in myself. Thank you so much for hanging out. Ms. C88, thanks for checking in. XRP Top Boy and Legendary. I appreciate you guys checking in. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, that was not a great interaction. Just not great. Just not great. But you know, here's what I'll say. They're both humans, and they're both gonna get emotional. And at times they're just gonna be flat wrong about the thing that they're saying. At times. You know? For sure. All right, guys. Thank you again, Michael, for being here. Appreciate you, bro. Keyless and Rich D, thanks for checking in. Legendary and RC, appreciate you being here. Elvin Pena, thanks for checking in. My guy Giuseppe, thanks for checking in. My friend Expectar 007, appreciate you being here. Devon Steve, appreciate you hanging out today with the CryptoCeej, RC and Dan SMB and Face Stamper, Crawfish, Martin 958, and Raymond. I appreciate each and every one of you checking in. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way out if you didn't do so on the way in. If you enjoyed the hangout today, for sure, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you know whenever we go live, or whenever we go live, or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this video. I think I will do that. I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this.
Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it.